I'm Brandon with Cheryl Tree, and welcome to our first installment of Arborist Interviews. Let's get to it. So we're sitting here with Daryl Stanley, local arborist. He actually does a lot of testing for us as well. He's been in the arborist industry for several years now. He's worked for small companies, large companies. Right now, he's actually contract climbing for a bunch of different companies around our area. So just wanted to sit down with Daryl, ask him some questions, kind of get a feel for his thoughts on the industry. So Daryl, how long have you been in the arborist industry?
This will be my 10th year this year.
Okay. So we continue to see a large number of accidents, people getting injured and killed. How important is safety for you while you're on the job, as well as the crews that you work for? And do you actually help some of the crews better understand safety protocols within the industry?
Yeah, well, I mean, going home at the end of the day is a big deal for me with the family for sure. And I was blessed. The guy that I started with, safety was number one, and so every step of the way since then, when you have that as a foundation, I think about it all the time. And I've gotten to talk to people who've gone through injuries and worse, and it brings it home every day. Every time you clip in that lanyard, you're thinking, am I secure? And so that's for me personally. For some of the teams I'm working with, it's been really amazing, especially lately. Some companies that are kind of just upstarting right now, and they don't know a lot about a lot of things going on. And so, yeah, I've been able to talk them through, just standard PPE. And then, climber came to me with an incident recently that he had while he was climbing. He said, "Hey, man, can you tell me about it?" And so we were able to walk through and kind of put together, okay, hey, next time you're in a situation, you need to do this a little differently. So it's been really cool like that, just to kind of spread some influence out in the industry as a contract climber.
Sure. Okay. So you test a lot of gear for us. Obviously, you've done a lot of photo shoots and video shoots with us. What are some of your favorite things about testing gear? Whether it be just a new product coming out, or a product that is just at the beginning stages to see if it's even worth trying to pursue as a project?
I guess the guilty pleasure is you get to be picky. Like, you get to get picky. Right. Like, you get to like really look at all the ins and outs of it. And whereas guys get a finished piece of gear that's on the market and they can get picky with it, but there's nothing you can do about it. It's right there. So we get to be picky on the front side and really see if we can shape something that people don't have to be picky about on the back end.
Right. As far as gear goes, what's one or two of your favorite pieces of gear that you feel like are very instrumental to you doing your job, being productive, and staying safe?
Yeah, I'd say probably ART products in general tend to be some of my favorites. My Positioner 2 and my Snake Tail are probably my two top pieces of gear. Okay. The Positioner, because it's super smooth, it's really small. I like that. And then on top of it, you're talking about repetitive motion. Every day you're having to pull that lanyard as you adjust it and let it out. I mean, when you're fighting with the hitch, it's wear and tear on the elbow and the shoulder. It's also just more effort, more things you have to think about if your cross-stick's not adjusted just right or whatever. The Positioner's just smooth. I don't have to think about it. And so when you don't have to think about something all day, that's really a good thing. And then the Snake Tail, it does several different things in a tree. So for me, I try not to keep too much on my saddle. So I want everything to do a couple different things. And the Snake Tail, it's a friction savior. It's a lanyard extension. It's it's a SRT redirect.
I know earlier too we were talking about the difference between ascending on a moving rope system and a stationary rope system, and how efficient that stationary rope system is with just ascent. Not meaning you necessarily have to work off of that system, but do you find ascending with a stationary rope much more efficient, easier when it comes to ascent?
Oh, hands down, yeah, hands down. I don't really ascend any other way.
Right.
I mean, I'll work a lot moving rope system, but I'm going to go up SRT or.
Sorry, I was on a roll there. Now I just had a brain fart.